Not too long ago, I was on the hunt for a new spotlight, and this hunt lasted for weeks. And this is all because I've been seeing them on set and I've been seeing them on Instagram. But after doing weeks of research, I knew I wasn't going to drop $500 on the spotlight I wanted. So I tried going down the cheaper route with spotlights, and I ended up getting the newer LS39 20 degrees Bowens Mount spotlight. I didn't get it for a full price. I got it for on sale for $250. And in all honesty, I was a little disappointed on it. I didn't like the 20 degrees. That was way too close for my liking, and it was very cheap feeling. It wasn't what I really wanted in a spotlight. But again, it was too small for me and not the greatest quality. The bag was a nice touch though. So I returned it, and then I came down to two different spotlights, the Godox and the Aputure 36 degree. And after a hard decision, I stumbled upon a late night Facebook market post for the Aputure 36 degree, which later that day I went and picked up. And the reason why I got it was A, it was close, and B, it was only $300. And when I brought it home, I was pretty impressed by it. This is going to be truly my opinion and how I feel about this spotlight and why I went with it. Because originally, I'll say it right now, I was going to get the Godox light. And I'll go into reasons why later, but my point of view on all this is just coming as somebody who is extremely passionate about this, who does this kind of as semi-career, and because I know most people who are buying this stuff aren't those ones you see online who love their gear that they get for free from the companies. Not saying there's anything relatively bad about that, but that's the dream for everybody. For free gear, of course you're going to say you're going to love it if it's free. So this is my honest opinion, and if I'm going to say it's shit, it's shit. So the key features of the actual spotlight, the build quality is crazy good. It's die-cast aluminum alloy, and it's very, very sturdy. I have maybe perchance dropped it once already, but it's got the look. It looks professional, and it's, like I said, it's super durable. It's got a really nice weight to it too. It's not too heavy. Like, it feels like you could knock somebody out with it, but carrying around isn't going to be a hassle. The glass is extremely sharp, and it's strong enough to maintain the center point where I put my light on the back while the actual spotlight is on the stand. Whereas the newer LS39 that I was using, it was just a little rink-a-dink. It was pretty much a snoot. It was a snoot. This is a really small thing, but the knob, the red knob for tightening up the lens, you can see it through the glass. It doesn't actually affect your image, which you can see right behind me. I'm using it, but it just doesn't feel right, if that's the word. If you look at any other one similar to it, doesn't do it. I don't know why, but my biggest ick with this was it was promoted to be Bowens Mount, which it is. It is 100% Bowens Mount. But as soon as I got home, I only had a newer CB, I think it was CB300B, whatever it's called, and a small rig 120B, which ones like the Godox I knew it worked with. So as soon as I got home with it, after my hour-and-a-half drive, I put it on, and guess what? Neither of them worked with it, which was a huge disappointment. I was pretty sad about that. And that's when I found the conclusion of it only works with the Aputure lights. And I don't even believe it's all of them. It's specified which ones it is. It's made for the Lightning series, the Lightning Storm series. So I had to go buy, and luckily I was already in the market for buying a third light. I really needed one. I had to go buy the 300D Mark II because I knew that would work with it. It wasn't the end of the world, but like I said, I was disappointed because I saw the Godox one work with the lights I've used, and nowhere did I find that said it doesn't work. I looked it up, said yes, it works with any Bowens mount, which I was like, okay. And then I found a sheet that said only these lights, and I was like, well, that's just for the Aputure lights. That makes sense. And if you go on any YouTube video, they're all using this the 300D Mark II, which makes sense because it's made for that. But also, like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, that was probably the most disappointing part. Now the price point, if you go with anyone that's gonna look like that, which is mainly the Godox and the Aputure, it's gonna be 500 bucks, 500 schmackaroos, which, ew, in my opinion, it's worth the $300. A lot of times you are paying for the brand name, you know? Like Aputure definitely is a little bit more expensive because it's Aputure, but it also has the respect it deserves. It's very good build quality, and I think that's where the price point is coming from with either of these, the Godox or the Aputure one. The build quality is immaculate. It's great. Now the sharpness of it looks very blurry right behind me right now, but it is extremely sharp, extremely good looking. I was blown away. I was very happy to see it when I came home, put it on this wall, and I was like, ooh, big circle. Love that. And the fact that it's a 36 degree, I'm able to go way farther back. That's a whole nother decision. Like I know 30, not like the lower numbers, like 20, 26, it's definitely for if you more want a direct light. But I like the 36. I don't have a lot of room to work with, but again, with the sharpness, it's great. And the lenses are interchangeable, which kind of feels like a good safety net, because if I do decide to go with that 26 degree route, I can just buy the lens and change it out. Granted, the lens itself is expensive. I mean, that's where you're putting most of the money, is the glass. That's what you're really putting the money in. But the fact that you even have that option to interchange it is immaculate. I'm very happy with that. I love that I can change out the lens whenever I want. Now the box, I know with every piece of consumer tech, they're giving you the box now, this really cool, sick box. And I'm not complaining, because that is freaking awesome. I love that. I love having these little boxes. I know some people are on the tote train, but having the like sling bag for the lenses, or not lenses, the lights, is great. But this was kind of different from every single other spotlight mount I saw, because you get this like nice hard case. You don't get like a canvas bag. Like the newer bag and the Godox bag all gave you these like canvas bags, the classic ones that you see with like any other light, like single source light that you get. Even the Aputure comes with one of those. But this, you've got a nice hard case, and I'm a big fan of it. I think it mostly is because it's different, feels cool, feels a lot more professional, but I really do like the feel and the durability of this box. Like I feel like I can chuck it around. Now, with that being said, when I have the actual lens in there, like the mount, I'm a little nervous because it feels slightly loose, and it's that really hard foam, so like it will absorb punches or damages, but it's still, you know, it's still one of those, but so far it's been treating me very well. Now the last thing about the Spotlight is all the accessories that can come with it. And there's 3 big accessories that you can get: the gobos, gel mounts, and the iris attachment. I have all the gobos, or at least a majority of them that Aputure provided. It's the B type, B-sized. You get stuff from like Windows, Fire Effects, Lightning, Tree Effects, you know, all that kind of simple, generic stuff, but it looks great. Now the iris I want to get, but I just can't justify $100, but it is cheaper to do that than get a whole new lens. And I feel like that's a big reason why you would want to get the iris, is because you can get those tighter beams of light. But all in all, it's really cool. I am very happy with it. I'm excited to use it more than I already have been, but it is extremely solid spotlight. I am very happy with it. It really allows you to do some truly creative shots and opens the door to many new opportunities when it comes to cinematography. However, every single feature that I have mentioned throughout this video, besides the box, is available with the Godox Spotlight. It's the same price, and it's somehow slightly better. I don't know. I've seen it in action. I've touched it. I've used it on shoots, and I did really like it. And I did really like seeing this video that talked about the 2 differences. If you want to see the exact 2 differences, because they're so similar, there's this great video. I've linked it below. I watched that, and it was really, really helpful to kind of choose. And after watching that video, like I said, I originally wanted the Godox because I thought it was going to be the best bet. I would not have bought this Aputure if it wasn't $300 and only an hour drive away. If you plan on only using compatible Aputure lights, if you only plan on using those, 100% go for the Aputure. Keep it the same brand. It's a great company, like great build quality. It's Aputure, you know? But if you're looking to use it on multiple different lights, 100% go with Godox, because it is completely compatible. But straight up, if you don't use the Aputure lights, do not get it. Not having that option to be able to put it on my other lights kind of worries me a little bit. And the only, like I said, the only reason why I got it is because I got it at such a discount. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching to the end if you have. If you want to keep up with me, my best ways are obviously subscribing to the channel. Please comment below any questions, comments, concerns, or follow me on Instagram or TikTok or any of my social medias. They're all Porker_13. Send me some BTS photos. I'd love to talk about cameras or shoots you're on. But again, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace out.